I want to ask you something because I've been over the last couple of days calling makeup artists, and I was gonna do a response to this and like go and do like the full on
Darker?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and do it and just do it back, because why not?
Do it. Do it. Do it. Who's stopping you? Do it. Do it. You're not stopping. Do it. Drewski never thought Jake Paul would go this far. Video by O'Shea Duke Jackson. Now look, after the Drewski skit, a certain demographic of people saw it as real funny. A certain demographic of people saw it as the end of the world, so to say. The world's ending. Not because the war. They relied on this right here, right? And we all heard of it. So apparently, and I seen the clip of Jake Paul saying, let's do blackface, or he would do blackface. And it kind of seemed like he really was trying to he would have said it, and then he went the other way because of what the other podcast with Theo Vaughn said. Without further ado, it gets spicy. Let's get to it.
She been comment me.
If Drewski can do whiteface, then why can't I do blackface? If he can paint himself white as a joke, then why can't I paint myself black as a joke?
By May 1981,
Okay. Off of that right there, I will say that people who say this are genuinely just either brain dead or they're stupid. Their brains are smooth. You gotta realize racism, segregation, slavery, black African American oppression, colonization. These are just a few of the things that black people have been through, right? And I'm gonna just give it, because I'm not the person that's gonna give you the full breakdown, because that's not me, right? That's not my place. There's people that can do it way better. Y'all go watch someone else's video. But I will say this off rip. I don't know how far we're gonna get deep into it. May 1981 look like we hitting history with this one. I will say, between black people and white people, or blackface and whiteface, blackface has always been used to oppress, to make fun of. There's a negative connotation with blackface than whiteface. Whiteface, the most the white person can say about whiteface is that Dave Chappelle used to act like he was on crack with it, or he used to act like a white man, like a police officer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the worst. A Dave Chappelle skit in 2001, in 1998. Y'all was really putting on blackface, and people still, and the thing is, people right now are sitting here making it seem like, okay, we could do blackface then. Like, y'all haven't been doing blackface random times throughout the year already. Y'all been doing it for the past however many years. You get on social media, you just see some girl paint her face black. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. Y'all are kind of brain dead.
Larry Holmes was 37-0 with 27 knockouts. He was the WBC heavyweight title holder, the Ring Magazine champion holder, and the lineal
Motherfucker like MLK, don't he? Oh, shit.
heavyweight champion of the world. In other words, he had the right to the heavyweight crown, a claim that he had since 1980. But then there was another guy. His name was Jerry Cooney. He was up and coming.
Motherfucker like Sylvester Stallone. Hold up.
He was a power puncher. He was 24-0 out of New York, and he had beat some pretty good fighters at this time. He had destroyed Ron Lyle, then Jimmy Young. He had a challenge in front of him. He had to beat former heavyweight champion Ken Norton, who had beat Muhammad Ali in the past, to be considered a serious contender.
Damn.
And in May 1981, that fight would come into reality. But what happened? He beat Norton's ass within 54 seconds. Woo! After this fight, there was this whole idea of Jerry Cooney being the great white hope. And this is important for this video because there hadn't been a heavyweight champion since 19.
Ain't it crazy how Larry was the same way, and they both got the same emblem, the clover, like Boston Garden. That's crazy.
1959, when Ingemar Johansson out of Sweden knocked out Floyd Patterson. So the world wanted to
I mean, his name Igamar. He better knock some out.
see this fight happen. And indeed, it happened in 1982. And indeed, that fight would happen on Friday, June 11th.
Oh, he got knocked out. Damn.
1982 in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. But before these guys started to fight, something interesting happened.
Defying decades of boxing tradition, the champion was introduced before the challenger.
The undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Larry Holmes.
This was the first time in the history of boxing that a heavyweight champion was introduced before the challenger was, which showed so much disrespect to Larry Holmes. Not only that, they both got the same amount of money for the fight, which also...
Oh no, the champion got paid the exact same amount as a contender? What is this? Brand risk? What is this?
signaled racism to Holmes's camp. But we all know how the fight ended, right? Holmes knocked Cooney out in the 13th round. But you guys are asking, what in the hell does this have to do with Drewski, right?
He's right, you know.
Like Larry Holmes in 1981, Drewski is in his prime. He's the undisputed king of internet comedy. Nobody...
Drewski, let's be real. Drewski's on a generational run. When we saw Drewski do this one, remember this one? When he was dancing, he was in front of he was like, "This is how it is in 2000. In the 2000s, you used dance in the driveway." From there, it went only up. Him and Desi was like this. It was this. Desi Banks. It was, and then Drewski low-key just kind of like a rocket, just took that and he ran with it. He's look like this. Hand him the baton. He said, "Fuck." I'm sorry, I just dropped my phone.
Can touch him. Nobody can see him. He's on another...
Yo, the joint almost landed on the switch. This whole setup would have been off. Y'all would have been like, what happened? Cut off to the next day. I'm like, so, racism, Drewski. I'm in a red shirt all of a sudden.
level. There's Drewski, and then there's everybody else. His skits are amazing. They're like sociological case studies that even sociologists themselves have not even thought about. Look at Drewski's work.
Okay, don't. It's not that crazy. It's just real life stuff. Like people have said stuff about the churches and stuff like this. I know I've said some stuff like that. I know people that said stuff like that. This right here, we be saying this all the time. Men, we joke like this. It's just you got to put a camera up and joke like it. This one right here is different. Where did this one come from? Nigga, him farmer's tan, Harley Davidson tattoo. That eagle look ugly as shit
With
too.
the NASCAR skit, or the Black Hebrew Israelites, or the mega church pastors. These are all brilliant. His comedy, while offensive, has a message to whoever who's watching. And that message is a hard truth. But his biggest skit today, in my honest opinion, was that about Erica Kirk. Drewski's skit really...
You know, recently I've been watching RDC Play Until Dawn, right? And one of the characters, I don't know his name, it's someone who's with the girl that be talking about my ass is fat, I got the goods, all this, you know, the white girl with the pigtails. Why he look like Charlie Kirk? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Every time I see him, I'm looking at, I see Charlie Kirk. I'm like, this is crazy.
He pissed off the right. Its traction on Instagram right now is at 94.6 million views.
Damn.
But this isn't the first time that Drewski's skit pissed off somebody.
Drewski did whiteface. It's funny, but it seems like people are saying if a white person did blackface, that it wouldn't be okay. Only one way to test it out.
You see, this is Drewski's NASCAR.
That's what I'm trying to say. But like, why are you trying to do that in lieu of see, it just left my head. Hold up. I got it right here. They say you gotta imagine it. It's right here. let's just say in retaliation. Why you gotta do it in retaliation? Oh, let's see if they would, like, why say that? It has nothing to do, like, you've never seen whiteface and like you wouldn't feel disrespected until you see these people over here get disrespected. Then you're like, okay, well, they're disrespected. We've done to them. Now I feel disrespected. I should feel disrespected. Can we do it? No. Why are you adding? Why are you jumping on the plane? Why are you jumping on the ship? You know, it's not you. It has nothing to do with you. It doesn't. It doesn't work that way.
Skit. And of course, he put on whiteface. Look who is here being critical about it. That's Logan Paul. You see, he's saying, yeah, this skit is funny, but would people be upset if it was blackface? Just stick with me. See, that is Logan Paul, famous YouTuber, who is the brother of, you guessed it,
Damn.
Jake Paul. Jake Paul knows how to get to the bag. He would do anything.
The sweaty brother.
YouTube, he'll box. I mean, he knows how to do a whole bunch of stuff. And he seems like he's super rich. He has no real interest in being pissed off about what Drewski is doing. But there's a problem. Drewski is just too big and too popular as a comedian and being black for anybody to say something about it. But there is somebody who wants to be that great white hope for Drewski.
I want to ask you something because I've been over the last couple of days calling makeup artists, and I was gonna do a response to this and like go and do like the full on
Darker?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and do it and just do it back because why not?
Do it. Do it. Do it. Who's stopping you? Do it. Do it. We're not stopping you. Do it. These people keep saying stuff like this. I just went OD. My fault. That's gonna go in the intro of this video. But just do it. Why y'all always gotta run? You think Drewski's running it by people? No, he like, yo, I need a prosthetic. I need a, and the people doing it is probably white. They like, fuck it. They like, fuck it. It don't mean nothing to us, right? They always gotta run it by people. What if we do it? Hey, everybody, stop. If we were to do it though, then what? Hey, everybody, look, I'm thinking about doing it. I was gonna do it. Like, would y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do it. You'll get the consequence. Just do it. You'll get the I promise you, it'll be worse than whatever Drewski got. It'll be way worse.
Yeah.
It'd be your own people talking about, nah, you lost a fan. You crazy. You tripping. And it'll make some people go, I knew I loved this man for some reason.
Like, are we on the same playing field? Like,
I think if there's a way to do it, singing in well, even this sentence. But if there's a way to do it, I've been here many times. If there's a way to do it, I think there needs to be some black support for the character.
See, Jake Paul.
Theo Von's talking like, Nick, my nigga, you're not black. You don't even know. You're over here giving no black person would be like, go ahead, do it. Like, I want you to. I'm gonna support you in doing it. No, we're not supporting you, but you can do it. We're not supporting you. And I can almost speak for about 92% of people. 90, let me say 98% of black people. Because there's some niggas out there, you know. But like, you guys were not slaves. You guys did not make, that would never was a barrel to the chest on your character. That was never, oh, you black people, you monkeys, you this, you that. It wasn't even realistic. Y'all was just painting your face black with circles and pink lips. We were getting done so dirty. It's ridiculous. Last Halloween, we had like 4 different white girls come out painting their face black, talking about, I'm not on EBT, I'm not this, I'm not that. Look where they are now. Where are they? Oh yeah. No one knows. So go ahead. Do it.
Paul wants to do what Jerry Cooney did many years ago, which is he wants to challenge Drewski as the white guy to put black people in their place. Now, this has happened historically, especially in sports. There was Jack Johnson in 1908, who was the heavyweight title holder, and there was the former heavyweight champion, James Jeffries, a former undefeated champion who came out of retirement to fight Johnson, and it didn't work out well. He also got his ass whooped.
Got him!
But at least in the case of James Jeffries and Jerry Cooney, they were boxers, which is interesting because Jake Paul is that.
I thought he was a boxer.
That's right. Isn't Jake Paul a boxer?
It's just like Drewski's a comedian.
Like you're not even in the occupation to make jokes like that. It's like a hoop nigga talking about. Actually, no. It's just what he is. You're a boxer going up on stage talking about supporting the nigga. You're a box. Box. We don't need your political views. Box. We don't care about what you think about comedy shit because you're not a comedian. There's another professional scene. There's a category of comedy that you're far from. You're a boxer. You did YouTube and then did boxing. Never once did you do comedy. You never did.
Comedian. And, you know, I really don't know exactly who you are. I don't know if you're the boxer. I don't know who you really are. But I don't know if you're a comedian or not, but I never heard of you, so I don't think you're a comedian.
You see, this is interesting. Drewski is so powerful and he's pissing people off that you have boxers who are now fighting people coming into internet comedy trying to make a skit because they have to be the great white hope. They feel because Drewski is a comedian and he's doing whiteface and he's making fun of Erica Kirk, that somehow, some way, that gives them the authority to come after Drewski so that they can make a skit of their own making fun of black people. But see, there's a problem.
In actuality, it's a lot smaller than it might seem. What I'm trying to say is that whiteface and blackface are not comparable.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think he's about to get into what I was saying, but he looked kind of mixed. I was about to say, brother, are you one of them people that's mixed and you hate half of your family? Fucking despise them.
Because only one of them has a historical context tied behind it, that being blackface. It was used as a tool to dehumanize people, as a means of upholding a racial hierarchy that keeps one group at the top and another way, way down at the bottom.
Yeah.
It wasn't just for the sake of comedy, it was also used to reinforce the fact that a group of people were subhumans. They were inferior to us. They don't deserve equality, and that's why it's okay to mock their features and just mock them in general. Whiteface does not have any of that. So even though both of these two terms, right, whiteface and blackface, they exist in a literal sense, only one of them is actually real.
You know, and I hear what this man is saying, and I agree, right? But this is off topic. You know, have y'all ever noticed that, like, when you have like a white dad or like interracial black and white, like, or you seen that couple and they have a kid, usually there's like half. There's usually like, you either get the more black side or you get the more white side. Like you get the like, I don't know who's one of them. The white side is Blake Griffin. You look like, what I'm trying to say is you look like Blake Griffin. You get the oh, you got curly hair, you're ginger kind of, or you're just real pale. You're like Doja Cat. And it's always just interesting trying to pick, like, I think that was his dad definitely black. His mom is white. He got his mom jeans. No, he got his dad jeans. Nigga's the opposite. He's the other kind of white. And it's crazy because depending on how you look, you can get away with a lot more things. You might have a brother that got the black side and you got the white side. That shit is insane.
And that would be blackface.
You see, doing whiteface has never been made to dehumanize white people, but blackface has been made to dehumanize black people. And see, Jake Paul is saying that, oh, this is a time for equality now. I can go out and do blackface. Let me get my makeup artist to go out and show who I really am, because how I really feel. And we already know that because Jake Paul checks all the boxes. He's a MAGA supporter. Brother already had a problem with the NASCAR skit. So now here is Jake Paul's opportunity to come out and be the great white hope. He's gonna stand up for white people. And since the black person did it, it automatically gives me the opportunity to do it. But whiteface has never been historically discriminatory towards whites. It just hasn't. And the reason why the skit went so viral was not because of the black community. It was because of all people. The skit was on point. It matched up exactly to how she behaves. It mimicked the way that she is on camera.
And it wasn't even an attack on white people. It was an attack on her and a few white women. Like how you would act, their mannerisms, how they would behave. You can see through it. Like, she would do this because she's a white lady in that sense, you know? But it was about one person. Now, if it was blackface against one person, it would be the same. But like you said, it's not to prove, like, there's no association to blackface or with whiteface being like pushed on black people of you're subhuman, not even black people, pushed on the whole world of you're subhuman, you're below our level, you're not up here with us, you're lesser than. And I feel like these people are acting like that didn't never exist. Like, look at me, a sociology major, and I'm still able to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Psychology major, still able to break that down. It doesn't take too much thought. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're thinking with emotion. They just want to feel like we need revenge. We need to be like, you don't.
It mimicked her mannerisms. So it really wasn't mimicking her as a white person so much as it was mimicking her as an individual. She just happened to be white, the same way that Drewski mimics Hebrew Israelites, the same way that Drewski mimics megachurch pastors. But then let's talk about this.
And the thing is, Drewski is offensive by design. That is his brand. In every single one of his videos, he's...
Yeah, how come when he was doing the megachurch skits, nobody was saying, well, at least I didn't see it. Maybe they was. Y'all let me know. But they weren't saying nothing about him then. When he was acting all black, and dancing and doing this and the blood of my... And he was playing music, counting money like a black man. They wasn't saying nothing. It was black people saying, yo, this is not cool. You're doing this. You're doing that. There was more feeling some type of way about how the church was perceived rather than the race. You feel me? It's just a crazy discrepancy.
Punching at a demographic of people, and that's why he's so popular, because people like his offensive jokes. So when you ask me if he can get away with doing whiteface, but why can't I get away with doing blackface, it ties back to the golden rule of offensive comedy. That being that a joke has to be funnier than it is offensive.
Drewski's comedy is definitely offensive by design. It's not racially biased. That's just what he does. And if you are going to make a blackface skit, it has to be more funny than it is offensive. And this is my issue here with Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Number one, when Drewski did the Black Hebrew Israelite skit, were you offended? When Drewski made fun of black megachurch pastors, were you offended? And I want to build onto this whole other point. You see, here's what Jake Paul and Logan Paul are trying to do, and what white people are trying to do a lot on social media. There is this idea that if Jake Paul does this skit, that he will be canceled, that making fun of black people or doing blackface is going to destroy his career. I disagree. You want to know why?
Jake, you got to come up. Come here. You got to
Mr. Trump, we need more factories like this thriving all over the country, and I know he's going to be the one to bring that here to us. I know God is with us.
If anything, this is virtue signaling to the MAGA base, to the extreme right, that listen, I'm proud to be a white person, and how dare these black people make fun of us. Jake Paul is already extremely rich. He already has a lot of money. The people who buy his fights or support him are going to do so. And in fact, more white people are going to support him even more. He won't lose any brand deals. He'll probably gain more brand deals.
He'll definitely lose brand deals. Like, come on, we're not... Who's he with? Like, does he have anything with Nike? It's a lot of black motherfuckers wearing Nike. Imagine him doing blackface, and all the athletes from a big majority of athletes that are in the popular sports in the United States are black. We gonna keep it a buck, right? Like the individual athletes. So like if he does something with, and he got a new, let's say random New Balance. All right, Serena Williams might say, all right, I'm not rocking with y'all sponsoring him, and he's doing blackface. I'm out. Serena's gone. We can't use Serena. Now imagine that with every other thing. Oakley with the glasses. Anthony Edwards say I'm out. Everybody else, who else? Mbappe say I'm out. He doing black. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt he's going to definitely lose sponsors. And whoever sticks around with him, we just gonna look at that brand a little different.
And being on the right and being extremely white on the right is the most financially lucrative thing that a Caucasian person can do right now. And he understands that if he does this, number one, it's going to give him a lot of publicity. Number two, publicity as a content creator brings in money. This skit has the ability to be as big as Drewski's or even larger, which is going to drive, number one, more money, more opportunity for Jake Paul. And we've already seen the writing on the wall. Nick Fuentes, a guy who has been literally blacked out of the market for so many years on social media, has started making a lot of money being on the white right. We've seen it with Charlie Kirk, making a lot of money on the white right. White people are going to look for equality even when it's not there to prove a point. But ultimately, in the long run, Jake Paul will end up like the other failed great white hopes. And the reason for it is this. You're simply not qualified to be doing skits. You're not on Drewski's level. You're not a comedian. You're not known for doing this.
You're not funny.
Like, if anything, the skit blows up in his face regardless of the attention. But I do want you guys to know that there are many great white hopes coming down the pike. White people want their own version of Drewski. They already got their own version of the president, Donald Trump. They've already gotten their own version of Martin Luther King and Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, look at all this shit. Oh my goodness, you're right. You're right. Oh my goodness. That's probably how they see it.
Now they're looking for their white version of Drewski. And somebody will step up to the plate. Even if it's somebody who has no comedy experience.
Comparing him to an MLK is absolutely insane. If they genuinely feel like this was, oh my goodness, that's absolutely insane. Hey man, I'm gonna end the video off right here. WVO Shay, good conversation to have. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I love you to death, but I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see you on the next one. I'm gone.